Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to the next episode of Real Estate Talk. Today, we're going to be talking about Cape Coral, Florida. My name is Patrick, and I'm with Remax Realty Team here in sunny Cape Coral, Florida. So, before we get into Cape Coral specifically, I want to mention that if you're seeing this on anywhere on social media and you would like to have the graphs or the files, shoot me off an email and I will be more than happy to add you to the list and get you going. All right, so let's jump right in and let's start talking. Okay, so here what we have is a graph of freshwater, off water, Gulf access, and direct access. So for the people who don't understand what direct access is where you can dock a sailboat in your backyard, while Gulf access typically means that you need to go under at least one bridge to get out to the Gulf of Mexico. And obviously, freshwater, we know that that's a freshwater canal, and off water is just off water. All right. So, first thing I want to point out is if you look right over here where it says DA, direct access, okay, 6.25, we had a 32% drop from last month and a 21% drop from this time last year. So these numbers are all from November's data that was pulled at the very beginning of December. All right, so what I want to point out is this huge drop in 32% was we had several homes that had major damage from Hurricane Ian. So they were priced basically to sell, move them off. That number actually would have been a lot lower had there not been multiple over $2 million sales. There were several sales that were over $2 million. So this median number of 6.25 probably would have been a lot lower. So what that's really meaning is that people are still buying, and they're not. I don't want to say they're not slowing down, but they're still coming. So it's okay. It's okay to buy here in Cape Coral. Okay, so Gulf Access had a drop of 11% over from last month. However, it's still 11% up from last year. So still going strong. Freshwater had a 21% drop from last month and a minor 3% rise since this time last year. And off water is still holding pretty steady. I mean, even though we lost 6% over last month, it's still up 14% over last year. But if you look at this is a nice gradual rise. We see a little bit of a decline from where it peaked. But overall, it's still hanging on there. So this is kind of interesting. This is the median days on market. All right. So what this means is how long does the house stay on the market? You can see that off water is 23 days, freshwater is 33, Gulf access 44, and direct access 46. So these homes are staying on the average, figure somewhere around a month and a half before they're actually gone. But it is quite a spike in days on the market. So as inventory rises, buyers have a little bit more to pick from, right? So when buyers have a little bit more to pick from, that means the properties are going to stay on the market just a little bit longer, right? All right. So next slide is quantity of homes sold. All right. So you can see we had a little bit of a rise in the amount of homes that were sold and quite a decent spike between what was sold in October into November, right? So for off-water homes. So nice to see that the quantity is turning around just a little bit, but it's still pretty far below what Cape Coral typically closes on any given month. So over the years that I've been tracking data, I started tracking data probably back in 2008. If you were to get a median amount of homes that were sold over those years, it would come out to be around 400 houses per month is what typically gets sold. So we're still off pace, but I see that still coming around. So if you don't mind, for sellers, if you don't mind your property staying on the market just a little bit longer, it'll get sold. But the key to selling your home is to make sure that it's priced correctly. And if you would like to have help with that, please reach out. My cell phone is 239-691-7159, or you can reach me at patrick@thereedteam.com. All right, that's it, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. I'm going to quickly touch on absorption rate. Some people don't understand what that is, so I'm going to give it my best shot to let you know. All right. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. All right. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.